Jones, how's it going?
Yeah, good, all good, mate. Had a great time so far in New York.
Now we're here
Best
with
commentator in the business.
Yeah, like Chris.
Alright, how are you, mate? Okay, yeah, I love listening to him. I'm not even licking arse here. He is absolutely fantastic, and what they do to BT at the moment, with Chris Dixon as well, is fantastic.
Cheers, Chris.
Sorry to crash it in.
Sorry,
Take care,
okay,
buddy.
No worries. No, you're popular. So with that being said, we're here Amir Khan, Terrence Crawford. Breakdowns, predictions, anything we can talk about?
Yeah, sure. I think it's a fantastic fight, and I think it will be an entertaining scrap. I think Amir Khan is very rarely, if ever, in a bad fight, except for Samuel Vargas. Wasn't a great fight, but he gives his all and he tries his best, and sometimes that's his downfall. And I just think that with Khan's hand speed and his erratic movements with his feet, he's hard to time and read, so I think he will give Terrence Crawford problems in the early rounds. I'm just saying what everyone else is saying, really, but ultimately Terrence Crawford is a clever man, he's a great boxer, but he's got a nasty streak as well, and somewhere down the line, I think from 6 rounds to 9, he catches Amir Khan with something, and then I think that'll be the end of the fight.
When you put on his resume, would this be his most accomplished win up to date?
With Terrence Crawford?
Correct.
It's hard to say, because I think Amir Khan, I think he probably beats Amir Khan at his peak. This is not Amir Khan at his peak. I think he's on the other side of that. So maybe it looks that way, because obviously he's stepping up the welterweight now as well. He's only beat Jeff Horn and Benavidez, but this is a guy who's had a wealth of experience. Say a wealth of experience, actually Crawford's had more world title fights than Amir Khan, believe it or not. But yeah, it's hard to say. Gamboa was one of the most gifted fighters you could ever find, but lack of discipline and a smaller man, so I think it's on a par with that. But yeah, it's certainly a big test for Crawford, and also status-wise, it elevates him and makes that Errol Spence fight, I think, except for different TV channels, a more makeable fight, I think.
Absolutely. Now there was some news that broke today. Unfortunately, Jarrell Miller failed his second drug test. His B sample. Your immediate reaction to hearing about that?
It's I'm not outspoken so much about people failing drug tests, because you want to give every man the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know what he was taking.
Absolutely.
But I also say it's a sport where you can get hurt, and people have been killed in the ring, and if you cheat, you should be banned for life. I think, and that's anyone. And also boxers should have a responsibility themselves to know what they put inside their bodies, and to not trust people from outside your inner circle, if you like. And if he is taking drugs, then a small ban is not big enough. I think it needs to be harsh, and they need to make examples of other fighters. And I feel sorry for Anthony Joshua, because now he has to find an opponent at the late notice, and ideally it's his big American breakout fight, and he might have to fight someone from Europe. That's not going to draw in the New York crowd, and I feel sorry for them. But drugs is a big problem in any sport, and in a contact sport, it can be fatal. And I think there needs to be an example made of these guys who do fail drug tests.
Absolutely. Now, a rumor opponent that people wanted as fight fans, it probably won't happen, but the Lewis King Kong Ortiz and Anthony Joshua fight, if they happen to fight, like, who would you think would win, and if you can break that down?
Well, with Joshua and Ortiz?
Yeah.
I think Joshua, I do. I think Ortiz is tricky, but I think he's a bit too... I don't believe his age for a start, but I think he's a little bit too one-pace for Joshua. I think Joshua gets lost a stick because he's quite rigid, and he looks easy to hit, and he looks like he's been wobbled a few times. For what he's done for such a short career, I think it's quite phenomenal. I really do, and I think he keeps his shape very well, throws correct punches, doesn't try and be too adventurous with his work, which I think for the heavyweights not a bad idea. I think the fundamentals, you just do that correct as a heavyweight. He has natural raw power, which it helps as well. So I think and he's learning as he goes along. So I think he beats King Kong. I think it's a hard fight, because King Kong, has a lot of skill. But I also think Joshua can fight at a high intensity. I don't think King Kong can stay with him.
My very last.
Enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.